South Africa has a history of suffering under systems that ignores the rights of its majority, and yet some still want to import models from the West that failed there and expect them to work here. The Democratic Alliance consistently pushes policies that seem aligned with Western liberal ideology rather than South African law and constitution. One example is gender ideology. Instead of focusing on practical empowerment programs for women that address economic access and workplace equity, they often import frameworks that emphasize identity over opportunity, sidelining structural issues that keep women and marginalized groups from thriving. These imported ideas look progressive on paper, but in practice, they create confusion and sometimes even division without producing measurable improvements in South African lives. Another issue is the persistence of segregationist rhetoric dressed up in neutral language. In the Western Cape, the DA has shown patterns of social and spatial exclusion through city planning and public services, often prioritizing certain minority communities while neglecting historically disadvantaged areas and people. It is not only a housing issue, it is also about how resources are distributed and how opportunities are withheld from those who should be included in the country's economic life. This approach mimics Western patterns of privatization and exclusivity, ignoring that our constitution calls for equity, inclusion, and redress. People are left frustrated because the DA refuses to see that South Africa cannot simply copy a model that failed in a different society with a different history and different demographics. Economic exclusion is also highly visible. Many businesses under DA control in the Western Cape operate in ways that make it harder for Black South Africans. I'm also including colored people and Black people and Indians and other previously disadvantaged individuals under the apartheid regime here, like everyone that the BEE umbrella considers Black South Africans. So these businesses operate in ways that make it harder for the majority of South Africans to access contracts, to start businesses, or get meaningful employment. Policies that favor existing capital and established networks over redress and inclusion effectively freeze the historical status quo, ensuring that wealth and opportunity remain concentrated in a few hands. Education and local government decisions often reflect similar priorities, reinforcing inequality rather than correcting it. Even taxation and municipal management shows this preference for Western-style efficiency over constitutional fairness. Voting for this kind of governance ignores decades of lessons because the Western model they try to import was not designed for the challenges that South Africa faces, and it cannot fix structural inequality, especially for the nation as a whole.